For a long list of international stars who have come to share the secret to their success this Youth Month. The likes of R&B singer Kenny Lattimore, actor Lamond Rucker, and lyricist and hip-hop artist MC Lyte are just some of the personalities who are currently in the country. They'll be hosting panel discussions for close to 10 days, inspiring and motivating young people to be the next leaders. This program is entitled I Lead South Africa. It's the first of its kind by the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. Now, joining us in studio, I know we've got lots of excited people watching this. Lamond Rucker is in studio. It's good to have you. Little Mama's in studio. Nice to have you too. You. And also award-winning journalist Jeff Johnson. Welcome, all of you. Welcome to South Africa.
Great
first.
Thank you.
I can imagine. Let me start off with you. What made you get involved with this program?
It's very simple, just based on what the principles are. You know, those things that I Lead South Africa represents. You know, inspiration, leadership, education, aspiration, determination. These are all things that we all live by.
Yeah.
And but I'm also, as you said, an artist, an actor, but also an educator, an entrepreneur. You know, community activist, and so these are, you know, things that are all kind of intertwined and integrated into everything that I do anyway. Every day I wake up, this is how I conduct myself, you know, and how I live.
Fantastic. Little Mama, let's speak to you now. What do you know about South Africa? I mean, I Lead South Africa to be a part of something like this. Why? Why South Africa for you?
Well, first and foremost, this is my first time to South Africa.
Welcome.
This is my first time in the continent. So what I've realized since I've been here is that it's very close to home. You know, no matter where you are, there are different age demographics, there's different living standards and things like that where people come from. And to meet some of the young people that remind me of my community and you know, not having as much resources or having as many people motivate you and push you as entertainer and a celebrity, so to speak, you know, it's very important to me to use my voice and to actually come to South Africa to get the young people involved, because I know what it means to be inspired and now to be a leader. It's my job to inspire.
Fantastic. Jeff, any interactions with South Africa on your side? Do you know much about the country?
A little bit. This is my 7th time.
Okay, then you know a lot.
He's the veteran.
Wow.
You're the veteran.
Well, when I was with BET, we did several pieces here back in '06, and so we did a piece on hip hop in Soweto and did a piece on vacationing in Cape Town. And so, I mean, I've had a chance to travel the better part of the country and really just interact with young people. And so this was why it was so important to me. I know that there are young people in the United States who don't have access to a quality education, similar to young people here that don't have access to a quality education. And so we're doing here the same thing that we do at home and really trying to create this bridge of family that says, look, we're all going through the same things. And if we can't help each other come together as a community, then we're never going to succeed.
Yeah, and that is the reality. But I imagine that there are stark differences. Are there? Or are you noticing massive similarities?
I think naturally, I mean, just as the four of us are sitting here, we're all four completely different people. But at the same time, essentially, are we really? You know, as human beings, as children of God, as, you know, spiritual beings, right? Whatever it is, our fundamental needs, our fundamental, again, aspirations are all pretty much the same. You know, we were talking about the dynamic of food and family, you know, as we were on our way over here. It doesn't matter what culture, you know, family and how food and home cooked, you know, recipes are always the catalyst of bringing people together. It doesn't matter what language you speak, how you see God. Everybody does that, you know.
There are probably no two countries that I think have as similar histories as our countries. And so whether you're talking about what happened in the States with civil rights and here with apartheid, the leadership changes, some of the racial and ethnic dynamics, we're very similar in that regard. And just like you've had a shift over the last decade of dealing with issues of poor folks in townships and, you know, rebuilding and moving people around. We deal with the same thing in the United States when you're dealing with governments that have great expectations, but at the same time don't always translate into making sure that all of the people have what they need. I mean, they're the same thing. And I was telling my daughter just last night, because she was asking me, she said, "How's Mandela?" And we were talking about it. And I was telling her, do you understand that Mandela being president here is what it would have been like if Martin Luther King had lived and become president of the United States in America? It would have been so similar. And so there are just so many connections that we have culturally with South Africa that we don't talk about all the time.
And one of the things I continue to hear about, again, as an artist, you know, I'm hearing already a lot about what a lot of the, you know, young people and artists who are here, some of the pitfalls that are starting to be, you know, quite common. And they're very similar to the pitfalls that a lot of artists fall into. I'm sure Lil Mama can speak to this, you know, as well. So part of what we're talking about, you know, this leadership and aspiration and all these words are really also just about a common value system, if you will, that I think we're trying to share and find some common ground with. What we're trying to do is share the methods that we know work from our own experience, as well as the wisdom that we've been taught and the people that we follow and respect and observe, and how a lot of those things can work here. So some of these same pitfalls that people, you know, are falling into here, maybe they can learn not only from our example, but from our, you know, wisdom and testimony and the things that we're able to share.
And
right
from them.
Exactly. This is an exchange. This isn't us trying to tell you what we know better than you. You know, this is absolutely an exchange of thoughts, of culture, of you know, and you know, an experience.
Little Mama, I'm going to have to push these men out the way here. They don't stop talking. How do you participate in these panel discussions?
It's pretty easy.
Oh, she holds her own.
I let them do all the work,
and then you come in. You come in.
Yes.
Let's talk about you. I mean, let's talk about where you come from and the experiences that you can share. Because what I'm gathering here, this is what it's all about. It's a panel of sharing experiences. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I hail from East New York, Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, in the States. You know, life was tough for me growing up, but you know, you have to fight against those adversities and fight for not only what you believe in, but where you see yourself in life. You have to put yourself in that place. And that's sort of what I did. That's actually what I did and what I'm doing now, because I don't see myself now where I want to be when I'm 45 and when I have grandchildren and things like that. And my life is changing. I still have work to do. So it's amazing to have the opportunity to make those changes in your life by first believing in yourself and getting educated on the things that you want to do and pursue in life. You have to know what it is that you're going after. One of the conversations that came up yesterday when we did our board sky meeting, we were like suspended in the air, 40 meters in the air, and we had a meeting. It was amazing.
Yeah.
One of the things that was brought up is how is hip hop important, or how can it become a career, and why should it be, you know, and things like that? Because I feel like a lot of the South African mothers and fathers, they feel that hip hop is not a substantial career, and that's something that I disagree with, of course, because I'm a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
And as a hip hop artist, it's like, you know, that art form is displayed through so many different things, not only through music, but through television. I can be a producer, I can be a director, I can be a writer, I can be anything, you know, that I want to be. And the hip hop is in my heart, it's in my spirit. It's the way I move, it's the way I think, it's who I am, it's where I come from. I feel that no matter where you go in life, you should be able to be who you are, you know, and be content with that. Yeah. And if it's hip hop, if it's the way you dress or the way you talk, it's cool. Be you, have swag, but be educated.
That's amazing. You see, you're right. She does hold her.
I told you.
You guys just ramble on, and she comes in and she just
boom.
takes the gold.
We just passed the ball.
Okay.
And she scores.
I'm running out of time. I have run out of time. Quickly tell me, where can we get information? Because I think people want to be a part of this. How do we be a part of this?
Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
Yeah.
And /I lead. You know, you can also follow us on Twitter TMCF_HBCU. And we've all got, Twitter pages and all that. So we continue to stay involved and active and alive in social media. I'm at Lamond Rucker, among others.
I'm at Jeff's Nation.
And I am at Lil Mama.
Lil Mama.
So, stay in touch. Stay in touch with us. Please stay aware and supportive of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
I think what's important as you go is that this is not going to be a one-off.
Good.
This is going to be an ongoing relationship.
back.
Yeah.
And whether we're back or whether it's a whole new crop.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is going to be an ongoing relationship, and that's what we're excited about.
Fantastic. Thank you
And
so
vice
much.
versa. You guys got to come across the
I think
pond
so.
and come
And
spend some time
if
with
I
us,
speak to
too.
you any longer, I'm going to start speaking in an American accent. I'm joining into this. All right, let's take a break here on Morning Live. Final news and